All
Hi,
right,
dear.
folks, I'm out.
Hi, dear.
Bye, honey.
Oh, he missed the kisses, I think.
I was going to say,
I had
Nope.
absolutely no choice, folks, other than to let the commentary you just heard go out into the stream and resonate with all of you. I just felt that was absolutely necessary for me. I don't want you to overthink it. What passes for affection between men is sometimes bizarre. But welcome to the Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor. My name is Tad Kilgore. I am your dungeon master, and we have a bunch of us here today to tell a story together and have a very, very good time. We ended up having to take last week off. We just had a lot of stuff going on, and we are back at it this week. And we think we're going to have about 5 weeks worth of session, 4 weeks worth of session before we have to maybe take some time off or go back and do a flashback episode. So that's kind of where we are now. For those of you who are new to the stream, I'm going to shoot my table rules out there for you. One of the first things that we do is we try and stay in character all the time when we can. So you will see our characters, you'll see the players engage the environment as their PCs pretty consistently. Everybody gets excited sometimes and breaks out into game speak, but for the most part, we try and encounter NPCs, especially in the environment like our characters would. And if we're interacting with NPCs, we know that anything we say to the NPCs, unless you specifically tell the DM otherwise, and it's something that you can do separately, impacts how the NPCs respond. So if you're negotiating with an orc chieftain and you turn and talk about the, fake gold you're going to pass to him through a spell, he's going to hear that, and it's going to impact his response to you. So that's an example. Second thing we do is pretty much all skill treks go into Fantasy Grounds Dice Tower, and what that means is those rolls are blind, the players don't see them, and they respond to the information that I give them about the gaming environment, not the die roll itself. And that's pretty good. And, I'm a nerd too. When somebody rolls an outstanding die roll, a lot of times I'll show it to them and go, ooh, and they all go, ah, as they see their, 19 or 20 or whatever. And those are pretty much the core things that we do. We have been in the Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor, and I think our players are 3 episodes back in the dungeon. They've spent a lot of time in the city of Blackmoor itself, researching information, dealing with the political situation, interacting with their allies, meeting the king, members of the Regency Council, and also working through a business that they had been able to establish after they were able to disrupt a cell from the Egg of Coot, a spell of his operatives. And so now they've had all this information that they've sort of pulled together, and they've come back down in the dungeon to decipher it and figure out what's going on. And we're 3 episodes into that process right now. When last we met, the players had been able to break down into the 2nd level, and they encountered some pretty stiff resistance when they first did that as they tried to get down into this area. And they really found a war zone with a bunch of different factions in it, and they're piecing together the role of all those different factions. One of the factions that they've allied themselves with is Aradnia, spider creatures, right? Spider mages, and sort of their thralls. And they've met one of them that they've been able to develop a relationship with and work with, and they're still figuring her out. And they found orcs and undeads and rat men down here also. And they know the rat men are clearly allied with the Agakut. They're trying to figure out what the orcs are, and the undead, who knows what's going on with the undead. So the players have been able to get down on the 2nd level and also begin to find some really interesting spaces. They found a space that was sort of a workshop for making magical constructs, and they're trying to figure out how that works. And they were able to defeat the guardians of that space and do a little bit of investigation on it. And so right now the players have just finished exploring sort of in a lull that's been built and all the skirmishing and fighting that's been going on. They finished exploring and searching a whole bunch of rooms, finding some magical items, but finding a lot of things like wire, like gearing, like bar stock, like sheets of metal, plates of metal. They've been finding a lot of things like that, different pieces of what might have been a construct at one point or another. So they've looked through that. And one of the things that Penny was pretty forceful about and pretty direct about to the rest of the party was, there's undead in there. There's bodies all over. We have to deal with that, or there's going to be more undead very quickly. And that's kind of where we are. Before we start, I'm going to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves, talk about their character, talk about what they're going to be working on for their character for this adventure, and then we'll get right to it. All right. So, Delbert, you're atop of the stream. Why don't you go ahead and talk to us a little bit about who you are and what you're looking for today?
I'm Delbert Galen for Losanto. We are definitely getting ready to search all these crates and barrels and stuff. I think we're probably going to go deal with some undead first. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Excellent. Penny, talk us through what's going on.
Well, I mean, we've basically just gone through here and seen the various factions warring and the undead and stuff. And Penny is not the most wizened on undead, but she knows that when things die, that's typically how they get brought back. Undead will find them and do some of their weird magic-y juju stuff and make them come back. So she really doesn't like the idea of a whole bunch of orcs and ratmen and stuff fighting them and then coming back up and fighting a bigger group of them. I wouldn't say Penny's forceful about this, but if she has to persuade Jennabink by the promise of arcane science over there, she might do that.
Jennabink.
So yes, indeed, Jennabink. I'm Jen, and I play Jennabink, my gnome artificer who wants nothing but arcane science and to go back to her workshop and possibly create constructs that could, have an equal chance of killing them versus, being useful. But regardless, there really is not a whole lot of arcane science in squishy undead body stuff. So, she is not terribly thrilled with the prospect of going out and finding more body stuff. But, crates, boxes so far have been very promising because she does have an all-purpose tool now. And as soon as someone lets her rest, she'll be able to attune to that, and that would be great.
But what about the forge over there? The forge, Jennabink.
That is a thought in her head. So, once we get to that, what are you going to have left, Penny?
There's another forge that I saw down behind some other doors.
Outstanding. Idris, would you like to enlighten the group?
Yes. He knows that within 1 to 2 episodes, they will all come running to Hirsch as he evangelizes the greatness of his patron. And when the shit hits the fan and they're in that dark corridor all by themselves, wondering how the hell they got here, they're going to realize that 5,000 gold piece focus, we're going to have to sacrifice that. And I'm just going to keep working that point over and over and over.
So, everybody, Idris is a paladin of the god Hirsch, and in Blackmoor's cosmology, that's the god of luck and chance and liberation from oppression of the needy. And Idris absolutely roleplays his desire and willingness to take tremendous risk at all times, and his party seems to appreciate this on some level.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to short the party is where I'm at right now.
All right. So
y'all can be diamond hands over there, literally and figuratively, but y'all are getting shorted soon.
Relax, Melvin.
No, I'm not the one with the 2.3 billion in arcane foci.
Here we go, folks. Bringing up the map for you. Where I have you right now are those the relative positions that you understood yourselves in? All right. If I remember correctly, Idris had moved up next to Penny, and Penny was standing there attentively listening. And we had Delbert and Jennabink sort of cleaning up where they had inspected the items that had been in that one storage chamber. So, that being said, what would you like to do?
Well, assuming that we are now done with the acid splash of death, I would like to go figure out where Penny and Idris have gone off to.
So you had had your armor corroded, and I believe what you and Delbert did was use mending spells to repair the damage from the acid.
Yes.
And you were able to do that successfully. So, and let's see, we have, Catapult's fully healed now, correct?
Yes.
All right, excellent. All right, then. What would y'all like to do?
I thought we were going south for the undead. And probably we should take a look at the rooms we didn't look at going down that hallway if that's what we're planning to do.
Jenna, there's like more ore and stuff in this room to the left that we can catalog and do all that stuff later with. But we're gonna go check out the undead first. But we were checking out these rooms while you guys were fixing the cat dog metal thing.
So I should go in there and see what's there because it sounds like
no.
This was that room when you stuck your head in it had a whole bunch of 100-gallon tons and a whole bunch of barrels. And you could tell that there was oil on them. You could tell from the marks on the side of the 100-gallon tons that there was some sort of oil on it. Doesn't look like it was a vegetable oil just from the smell of it. You're in there. And believe it or not, there was bauxite ore in there also, which is kind of unusual. It's not something that a lot of people choose to work in this sort of environment. And go ahead.
You said there was a cart of platinum, right? A full cart of platinum in there as well.
So, no, Matt, I don't believe I did.
Oh, okay.
Although I do respect you can't make the sale if you don't ask. So, in the other room south of that was filled with a whole bunch of nasty stuff, but you think that there's probably some good food in there based on what you were saying. Some dried food and some preserved food. So, there you go. This door is... The door immediately here is closed again after you guys had bypassed it.
I'm going to investigate that door, Dad. I'll also be stealthing as I move up to it to be quiet.
Right. Go ahead and make your rolls in Atara, please.
Sure. There's the stealth, and there's the investigation.
All right. Door looks like it's just been closed, and you go straight up. Now, just...
Did they bash it
for the
open?
record, folks.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
the crap
you did.
out of that door.
You did. So somebody's rehung it.
Okay, but wasn't there like a hand went through it at some point in time? Like
yeah.
cool hand, right?
Yeah, there was a white that hacked his way through it with an axe, and somebody's rehung it, and looks like they've repaired it.
Oh.
You got to break more doors so they can fix more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't appear to have any sigil on it. All right. Doesn't appear to be magically restrained in the way it was before, but it's been physically repaired.
Does not appear to be locked.
No, it does not appear to be locked.
I'll attempt to crack it open and peek inside. Very, very slight crack.
All right. Okay. Just point of reference. When you guys are doing investigations or when you're doing like survival checks to track, I'm assuming you're using some sort of light source, so you don't have disadvantage on those rolls. So, if you do, go ahead.
It's only for perception, right?
I thought it was only for color.
Yeah, I think
it's color-based issues.
I think it's just perception in general and darkness, even if you have dark vision.
Well, you have to use vision to track effectively. I mean, that's just the nature of it. And you also have to use, if you're doing an investigation on a door and you're trying to see what's wrong with it, color is going to help you. So those are both vision-based checks. Now, I don't think you need it to pick a lock because a lock is all done through touch. But any activity that involves vision, if you want to get full effectiveness out of it, you're going to have light. Now, you do have the Moonblade, which will give you illumination in a small area. So it's not going to be like firing off the daylight spell from the drift globe.
Actually, a point of order, Penny's nifty enchanted bow can actually light up. So she can do that if she wanted to.
Ooh, so that's cool.
I do not see
And
that
I also have this nifty little lantern that I picked up in a room not too far from here.
I'll let you know if I'm doing it. Like for now, I will light it up to do this investigation. If I'm in an area where there could potentially be hostiles, I'll probably not, and I'll just give myself a disadvantage.
Roger that. That's totally cool. So, and that gives you the advantage of being a Gloomstalker then. So, yeah, that's always going to be cost-benefit analysis for you, Penny, so I respect that. Mm-hmm. So, as you're looking down, part of what you figure out, and I'm going to give you this as you open the door, is something's been dragged in here. You're looking at like some blood streaks on the floor, and it looks like there was a ton of bodies that were like dragged to right in front of the door. And now that you look at it, you can see that there's a blood pool here. And, there's other bodily fluids here also that happen when a body sits and cools and relaxes. So it's a nasty, nasty spot. And you're not quite certain how many there were, but you can see that they've been dragged off further down the hallway. So, and that's out in front of you for about 15 feet. So the 3 squares in front of you had a number of bodies in them, and you can see now that they probably were dragged in one at a time. This hallway right here is relatively clean. You can see a few streaks, but inside it's quite a bit nastier. There's no bodies physically there now, but you can see the signs where they were.
Okay. I will actually attempt a survival check to see how many it looks like have potentially stepped in the blood, how many bodies have moved here, and what kind they are.
What you think's happened here is probably it was ghouls, and the ghouls killed some things, dragged them in here, and pulled them through. And you're not certain the total number, but it's definitely more than 5. It's one of the hunting packs that you guys encountered previously. I mean, when you move forward on point and snuck up and were able to pick them off, you could see a larger group of ghouls down in that one larger room to the south. Mm-hmm. So it looks like it was probably a hunting pack of ghouls. Now, throughout here, you found rat men and ghouls in combat. And it looks like the rat men held the area, but there's been at least some places in the complex where they lost the fight, and it looks like their bodies were dragged in. That's what you're seeing right now.
So these look like small bodies that were dragged away, not orcs.
For the most part, yeah, there might have been an orc or two in it, but it's really hard for you to tell. All right, so there might have been. Your instinct is that it probably was rats based on what you've seen, but that's intuitive. That's not what you're seeing in the data in front of you. All right, it's harder to tell that. It's not like you have like chalk outlines on the ground here. You're just taking a look at some.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see like where the bodies were dragged by the blood. If it seems like it was small feet or, or small legs, that kind of stuff.
Oh, the ghouls themselves?
Well, no. I'm saying where the bodies were dragged, like the drag marks. If it looks like they were like.
Yeah, so you're not able to totally tell that. You are able to say, though, that from looking at the footprints, that there are small and medium-sized ghouls.
Okay. I'll move back over to the party real quick and let them know what's down that hallway. It smells a little bit like when Idris's potties after they're done in there, so you may want to plug up your nose. A lot of blood and other fluids.
Sounds like a successful night for them.
Do you often sniff his bowel movements?
No, that's just usually the lingering smell around him after one of his nights out perusing.
Oh, okay.
So, Penny and Jennabink, your passive is going to pick this up. Somebody is opening this door directly to the south of you. All right. And the double doors here, you had left ajar. You hadn't left them completely open, but you'd left them ajar. But somebody is opening this door down here, you're almost certain.
I'm going to attempt to peek through the ajar door and see what looks like is going on in that room.
All right, very good.
All right, my dark vision does reach you. Okay.
I am also going to move up just in case, Penny needs a wall.
You see three rat folk coming through. All right. And these 2 rat folk are dragging the one in between them. And the one in between them, Penny, you're absolutely certain it's paralyzed. And they're looking back over their shoulder, and they're making as much time as they possibly can. You hear faintly from the south a howl, all right? And they look like they are a little cut up. Not horribly cut up, but they've definitely been in a skirmish, and one of them is clearly paralyzed. And they're just trying to make time. They're just making a break for it as rapidly as they possibly can. And let me sync this so the folks out in the stream could see it.
Man, if I was a pretty person who could talk to people and that would actually listen to me, this would be a probably good opportunity. But I'm not.
I didn't know. Did you say that they're over there?
Yeah, you can see him moving out.
Okay, I'll step up. And as
Hold it. You're all the way in the back? Okay.
yeah,
So what you have
I'm in the back. I'm not paralyzed like the Rat Man.
No. But there's what's happening right now, just to give you some context, is Penny standing at the crack in the door and she looks through it and she comes back around. Just give me a perception check so you have some idea what's going on, that's all. Because Penny hasn't verbalized anything yet. Correct, Penny?
Well, I'll probably look back and do like 3.
All right.
Let them know there's
All right.
3 rat people. Whatever our sign is for rat people, probably like that right now. The big buck
No,
teeth.
it's like this. Yeah.
Yeah, the big buck teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. So Idris, you actually hear one of them say something in a heavily accented common. All right. It's like, all right, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Come on, let's go. So you hear them talk briefly as they're moving forward. So somebody's up there. You want to step up? Go right ahead.
Yeah. As I'm stepping out on them, where is it? Blip, blip. I'm gonna blow my channel divinity off here, and I'm gonna throw my double down out. So I double my what do you call it? My persuasion and deception skills. So basically, as I step forward, all of a sudden, Idris got a lot shinier, like a lot cleaner, a lot more respectful looking, a lot more slicker. And I open the doors like you come into the saloon, just like that.
While
And
he
I-
does that, I will attempt to stealth behind him and stay to the shadows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
Yes. Yes. So you step out. You step out, and the one with 2 scimitars kicks forward like this, sort of in a defensive position. All right. The other one, so he sort of steps up like this, and the other one keeps dragging his buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
So I have my hands out, no weapons, right? Hands up, and I go. I see you've engaged some enemies down here as well. Perhaps we can work together to both get to safety.
He says, Blackmoor comes beneath, I see. And they're edging towards a door. And he says, and the other guy's dragging his guy, and he's moving slowly, dragging his guy. He says, the master says we should slay you and bring you his heads. He especially wants, and he sort of twists his sword. Are you not the one that the master tried to bind? I can smell him.
I am not. That may have been my other brother, but it was not me at all. I'm simply lost down here with no way to get out. I would appreciate your assistance, and perhaps I could help you find this individual if you're able to assist us.
Please make a deception check.
I'm throwing this hero point on here for shits and giggles anyway, so. Where is it? Bam.
You look like you should be him. So,
Well, I do shop at their stores. I do wear their armor. It is the finest in the land. Shipped everywhere within 2 to 3 weeks locally. International travel is a little more different. But I have no qualms with you, no issues with you. I would simply like to find somewhere safe. We've been attacked by ghouls. We've been attacked by machines. We've been attacked by orcs. I feel there's safety in numbers.
hold. Matt, you hear there are coming up that hallway fast right now. And you can see them. All right. Coming up that hallway fast are some ghouls. We're about to drop into combat, you think. All right. Because they're being pursued. And the things that were following them are coming up on you relatively quickly. All right. All right, you see them coming, and pouring out of this door down here, there's probably more coming. All right, so we're going to drop down into initiative.
I am so sorry, Matt. Clearly, in our gaming thing, I have jinxed your initiative.
Nah,
What? I'm re-rolling that one.
Because
point.
I'm good for at least like 5 ones a session, so this Dokre thing's paying off.
That's how I always feel about them.
I burned up a lot of criticals last night.
Delbert, believe it or not, you have actually beaten Penny on an initiative roll.
Oh, can we take
That's
his prone off
amazing.
him?
Huh?
Can we take the prone off Delbert?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He has stood up. Go ahead, Delbert.
Well, I think that our friends should probably not escape while we're trying to deal with the ghouls. So maybe I should throw some fire over here in the doorway so that they don't think that's a good idea. But not a fireball. More in the neighborhood of like a flaming sphere. But yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put it right there.
All right, so you're dropping flaming sphere directly in front of that door, correct?
Yep.
So that's a 5-foot square, not a 5-foot radius, right? It's one square.
It's one square and it affects everything within 5 feet of it.
Okay, cool.
And you can bounce it the first turn too onto somebody as a bonus, I think.
So which square is it in?
Good point. Let's put it there.
All right, cool. That makes good sense. I understand. All right, now
There. That's actually what it will affect.
All right, how far can you move it, Matt?
I think you can move it 30 on your turn.
Okay, so you could go and bounce the ghoul number 9 and then bounce it back, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a bonus action, you can bounce it on a target and
Yeah.
force the save. Yeah.
So the rattlings, when you cast the spell and you drop the flaming sphere directly behind him, the one with 2 scimitars looks over his shoulder and hisses, and the rattling dragging the other rattling goes, so, just run! And he starts to drop the guy that he was dragging. All right.
The one who looks like he's paralyzed, right?
Yeah.
Gonna have to add someone to my inventory.
Did you do your damage to the guy yet, Delbert?
Nope.
All right.
Is that how it goes? Let me see.
Yeah,
Put a
he's
save
saved
on him,
for
Nick.
half.
Deck save? Okay.
Yeah, then you drop the damage on him. All right, so You roll the ball of fire forward, and it strikes the ghoul, and he comes back hissing. You can see hair burns off his arm, and he gets a char mark on his hand also. This guy runs.
Is that door open or is it closed?
Oh, that door. I can't remember. I'm going to randomize it. Matt, go ahead and you can roll open. Drop a d6 on a one or a 2. It's open. It's completely locked. It's not locked, but it's closed. So he runs up, interacts with it, and pops the door open. Right? Yeah. So his action's to open the door. He's moved 3. He can move 3 more. All right. Okay. The Ghast. It's hunting. It runs up on the ratling, that one ratling right there, and it claws at him. And it hits him. He seems to already have encountered its stench, so he's not being affected by that. But he takes nasty slash. He's heavily wounded. And he does make his saving throw. He doesn't seem to be paralyzed, but that tore a big chunk out of him. Jennabink, you're actually going in front of Penny.
There's a brief moment of Jennabink going, "Why hasn't Penny done anything?" So Jennabink, seeing the flame and the fact that Idris hasn't attacked the rats, she's just gonna 10, 20, 30. She's gonna move to there and acid splash the ghouls. So she's got this guy, because they're within 5 feet. And she will do this. And they will both fail. And then she will send catapult after the ghast, or at least get him into position. No, she's going to send him after the ghast. And 10, 20. I got to make sure he can get there. Yes, he can. So catapult will also attack the ghast because that's fun. And we'll hit. And we'll do damage. All right, and that is my turn. There is some rending and there is some splashing.
All right, very good. Penny, you don't think they've seen you?
All right. I'm gonna move to. Man, this room makes it really difficult to see the squares. I'm gonna move to here, and I'm gonna open up on ghoul number 9.
All
He has
right.
not acted yet. I'll sharpshooter. And as a bonus action, let me see. Have I already done? Okay, I'll cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action. Put it on him. All right. So this is this. That should hit. Okay. So I'll take this with the sneaky. And then my second shot.
You snap an arrow straight into its chest. It goes down.
Into this one. Hits. Nothing cool or special about this one. And then my third with the Dread Ambusher. Man, part of me really wants to kill these rat folk because they're running off. They might get more friends. I'm going to move to here now. And I will open up on the rat folk with Scimitar. Because why not? They're good people, right? That'll hit. So he's humanoid. So he gets that, and he's going to get the Dread Ambush.
You heard him. All right. It's a solid hit. You heard him.
And then I think I moved 20 so far. 25. I'm going to do 5, 10. I'll end my turn here.
All right. That guy.
Is that the paralyzed one, or is that the...
That's the paralyzed one. Still doesn't come out of it. All right, you got some more rat folk moving up in the corridor now. This looks to be... All right, Jennabink, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Okay. I shall bless you with my arcane science.
So these two rat folk, all right, come running forward, and they have, one of them has a pack, all right, and it's real heavy pack, and you can hear it sloshing, and it's got a handle on the side, and he's pumping the handle, and the one in front of him has a shield with a thick sort of white material on it. You're not quite certain what it is. And he's got a heavy glove on one hand, and there's a tube sticking out on the other side, underside of it, all right, and he looks up, and as the other one pumps, he coats catapult and one of the ghast in looks like a type of Greek fire from what you can tell, but he spews it out at both of them.
It's like a bunch of rats bending a sinking ship.
All right. All right. Oh, didn't trigger a saving throw. Go ahead and make a saving throw, Jen. It's a dex save.
Okay. No, not so much.
All right. So the gas takes a little bit less damage. All right.
Quick question, Tat. Did they stop within range of the fireball thingamajigger? Because if they end their turn next to it...
Oh, yeah. It's sitting right there burning, right? So
Yep,
they would have actually tried to move past it because they had to move for it. So,
Gotcha.
hang on, would they? Yeah, they're not completely stupid, but would that allow them to get both of you? That's the thing. So maybe not. Yeah, go ahead and do the damage to them. They're a little bit crazy.
House always takes fire.
Would the fire have affected the oily thing and made it explode?
We'll see. No. It very well could have. It definitely has, in your professional opinion, it definitely has a, so, I got an idea. What's your idea? I think we fill up a backpack with Greek fire and run a hose from it. I pumps it out and you burn stuff. Yeah. It's definitely got that vibe to you. All right. Little bit crazy. All right. So.
I think there are some decided design flaws in this. We might exploit them, and I might steal it.
That's absolutely funny.
There's
All
big
right.
difference between goblin and gnomish engineering.
Yeah, one teleports, one explodes.
Yeah.
All right. I've got way too much stuff that I'm dealing with right now. Let me uncover the right stuff. Give me a second here.
While you're doing that, I'm assuming we got those 4 flasks of that acid stuff that destroyed Jennabink's armor, right?
Yeah, you did.
You just haven't given it to us?
Yes, you were able to get some of that. No doubt about it.
So Idris is feeling lucky, and he wants to throw some dice, and by dice he means this acid at the Greek fire pouch.
Okay.
For shits and giggles, because explosions are fun. 5, 10, 15.
We'll make a wizard of you yet.
I'm a practical effects kind of guy in Idris's world, and I will. I'm assuming it's a ranged attack, so let me.
Idris is bold, assuming Penny would have trusted him with any sort of explosive, but we'll let it fly. For the interest of seeing what happens.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll this and just subtract 4. Oh, I can do that right here, right? Yeah, -4. Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna roll my longsword at a -4 so I can do this at the guy.
Okay. That works.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm throwing it right at that dude that's carrying that brass thingy.
Do
One
it.
of our little. Well, I don't know what the damage on that acid flask was, but it was pretty bad for Jennabink's armor. So I'm gonna allow for exposition damage.
So, 2d8.
Oh, 2d8 of goodbye, sir. Shazam! Oh, I didn't even drop it. Hang on, it just dropped 2 dice on the thing.
Why is it that every time I express an interest in researching something, Idris breaks it?
Bam! There you go.
6. All right, so it hits them, and I'm going to have them make a reflex save. And the save is really about, all right, so you toss it, and on the guy in the back who's pumping it, the acid flash lands, gets him on the back of the neck, and he howls a little bit, but it lands directly on top of the fluid chamber, and you can see the fluid chamber starting to melt. All right, starting to dissolve. Your prediction is bad things very soon.
Okay, and with the last 5 feet of my movement, back up.
Because my daddy taught
And I
me
am
good.
satisfied.
This guy, let's see, he will. He's not paralyzed, but he got torn up pretty substantially. And he is able to implement pack tactics with his friends. And he has a trait called nimbleness. Oh, hold it. Did he see that? Yeah, he saw that. He's going to withdraw. He saw this guy is going to blow. So he's going to physically withdraw. His eyes get real big, and he's like, "Oh no!" And he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. So he takes off running. All right, as fast as he can.
Does he provoke from the ghast by doing so?
He withdrew.
The nimbleness.
Ratchet was. All right, so
I thought when you withdrew, you only got a single move to go with it.
oh, you're right. Hang on, nimbleness. Let me check that real quick. No, he's got the thiefy nimbleness thing, so he gets his double move.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, all right. I think we are back at the top of the order.
They're only slower when they're carrying nobility.
We're not seeing the unnamed and the guy with the scimitars on the.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let me get him back up here. There we go. That should be everybody who's visible right now. All right. So, top of the order. And the guy with the scimitar actually is at the top of the marching order. Top of the order. He is going to run.
Delbert's before.
Delbert is at top. Nobility
Actually,
before
no.
rats.
Yeah.
He's got a 22 initiative. He went first last time. That's how he got around the corner. All right. So I'm going to have him. What is he going to do? Yeah, he's just going to take off running. These guys are scared out of their minds. All right, so that's not far enough away to get away from the evil sniper of doom, but Delbert, now you're up.
All right. So I am going to bounce my little ball of spear off the rat folk with the brass tubes,
Do so.
and that's where it'll land.
All right. Go ahead and make their saving throw. All right.
Catapult is in for some fireworks.
Did they get advantage on that?
Not yet. You got to do the damage to them. They rolled a 22 on their save, though.
I think he was asking because they rolled twice.
Yeah, they rolled twice.
I don't know why they did. Oh, I know what it was. Go ahead and hit it with them again. I was going to give a guy an advantage on the attack, and the next roll was that. So go ahead.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
All right, 15 save. All right, the oil is exposed. So here's what happens. All right, that's everybody.
Sorry, catapult.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's not dead yet.
Just a flash in the pan.
Oh, that was painful.
This party really likes to blow people up.
All right. Okay, ball of fire erupts and catches everybody. And this one you don't get a saving throw for. It's just a ball of fire. Everybody's splashed in oil. Now, the two guys that are carrying the flamethrower, they go down. They're completely cooked. The one rat folk that was paralyzed, yeah, he's done. And
He's in a better place.
He's in a better place. And the ghast is a little charred, but it didn't kill him. So that's kind of
Is
where
he aghast?
He's aghast. He is definitely aghast. So.
Ghoulish puns are terrible.
You were actually right. I had the wrong guy. That guy should have, I had the wrong guy. So the rat folk scimitars went after Delbert, my error, but I don't think that would have affected the targeting. All right, no. So he's already moved. Gas 38 is up. All right, he is going to turn around and let's see. Catapult's immune to being poisoned, correct?
Correct.
All right, so he does hit Catapult though, and tears Catapult up. Not tremendously bad. Could have been a much worse attack. Takes the claws, hooks onto his shoulder, hooks onto his head, tries to shred him a little bit. Now, can Catapult be paralyzed?
I don't think so.
Okay. Double check for me, please.
I'm double checking. My know enchantments are no, but
I'm just going to drop the saving throw on him. I won't deploy the effect if he doesn't make the roll. He's fine, but just look it up. Go ahead, Jennabink.
he can be paralyzed.
He can be paralyzed. He made his saving throw.
Okay, fantastic.
It is your turn and Catapult's turn.
Okay, great. So if I move directly next to Catapult, to his left on the map, is that going to put me in the sphere, Delbert?
No, you're outside of it. That red dot next to Catapult, you don't have to worry.
Yeah, what's red there is
hang on.
what's in the effect.
He would
Okay.
move because of he would move out of the fire because he's not an idiot. So if you want to change your position, there you go.
There we go. Okay, cool. So Jennabink is going to step up with her hammer because she is never happy when things affect her cat uphold. And she is going to attack this guy. And not do a terribly good job. She's going to go again because she can.
It's a catastrophe.
It is a catastrophe. What the? All right, so then Catapult is going to try to get his own revenge because Jennabink is just not able to. The fireworks and the lack of another thing that she should have gotten a chance to research. So not my best round. Idris! Again with the blowing things up before I have a chance to look at them.
As you turn and look at me, Idris is just like this.
Penny. There's two guys futilely fleeing down the corridor. And there's two guys advancing.
Penny will move up. I think that's 20. Yeah, 20 to there. And I will put my hunter's mark on ratfolk with scimitars. And I will shoot at him. That'll hit. Ooh, let me do this thing. And then I will shoot at the other ratfolk with my other shot. I will re-roll that. That's 2 1s today so far. I got 3 more in the tank for sure. And that'll miss. And then I'll move back 5, 10, back to here. And end my turn.
All right. Let's see. I think the rat folk with the scimitar takes the arrow through between his shoulder blades, and he goes down. All right. Okay.
Well, that actually should have only been 26, but he still would have died.
All right. So this guy. That guy moves to there. And what will he do? He will deploy pack tactics. He's using the fact that the ghast is distracting Catapult to get advantage on his roll against Catapult. And he hits. And it's a pretty solid hit. He knocks Catapult down with a short sword. His second attack, he pivots back against Jennabink and misses her. All right. His ally, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Noting build 8 on catapult, version to be determined.
He can still make it. He's got death saving throws.
No. It's going to be a different build though. So if he makes his death saving throws, he'll be at 2.3. If he doesn't, he'll be at 3.0.
How many consumed by darknesses does catapult have now?
We're lucky about that. Can you imagine?
Ghost in the machine, he's over there just turning on his master.
Idris is just like, man, these acid vials, just. Yeah.
All right. Wow. This guy's still alive?
I missed.
He will open that door and go through it. I'm going to take him because he's out of line of sight. I'm going to take him off the map. Idris, you're up.
Well, you just ruined what I was going to do. All right. Idris is going to step forward. He's going to come around the backside here with the Moonblade. And he's going to swing it on this ghast. Try and cut off its head. Oh, hey. Right on the money, it looks like. Clean through? Yes. Oh, yeah, it was barely hanging on that head.
Oh, yeah. You step forward and the Moonblade strikes. You hear sort of a hissing sound as it passes through the ghoul, and the corrupted, impure flesh falls in 2 halves to the ground. All right? And there's a pulse of satisfaction down the blade, and you feel that she is quite satisfied with how you've just used her to strike down this undead creature. It falls. All right.
And then I'm going to finish out my last piece of movement and... Oh, I can do this. Oh, score. Yes, I love when grids are like this. And I'm going to block it up here.
Good deal. Yeah, so you're standing in front of the door to keep them from falling back through it, correct?
Yep.
All right. So, all right. Quickfoot doing anything exciting or no?
No, not Quickfoot.
So Quickfoot's purring right now, watching the bloodshed. All right, top of the order. Oops, sorry. I moved that guy by accident. My mistake. It is just one big screaming, boiling mass of things pouring out of these rooms down below you. All right. Of note, this rat folk here seems to be medium-sized. He's bigger than everybody else. All right. So top of the order is that guy. So we're going to go right into round 3 now. So this guy... does something tremendously unusual. All right. He moves forward and he goes right between your legs, Idris, right through your square and right between your legs. You've never seen anything do that before, but he's small, he's little, he's lit, and he moves right through your space on the other side of you.
I have at the temple like 2 years ago. Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay. So...
But it was a Dokray.
It was a Dokray. There we go. They're known for that, right? Aren't they?
Do I get an AOO out of that, or is he doing the nimble thing?
He's doing that nimble thing. These guys are annoying little mobile pains in the ass, to be honest with you.
I resemble that remark.
All right. We have a hit.
No. I'll throw a shield.
All right. So 23 right now.
Yeah, I'm at 25 now.
All right. Very cool. And his second attack. $24. So the shield, he goes behind you, and you hold up the shield, and there you can see the light strike. And his second strike, the point of the short sword is right about here in front of your nose. When you stop it with the shield, you can see it almost break through. So, and he goes, "Ah, damn Trixie! You're Regan, aren't you? We're going to eat you." Delbert, you're up.
I'm going to move out here, and I'm going to light up that guy's life. That would be Ratfolk with short sword 9. I just magic missiled him.
The 3 magic missiles strike him, and there's char marks on his chest and forehead where you hit. And it's a fair amount of damage to him, but he's still standing. So these
With my bonus action, I'm going to bounce my flaming sphere off at this guy, medium-sized rat folk with short sword.
You have line of sight on him. Go ahead and make an Arcana check while you're attacking him.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That's a were-rat.
Okay. Interesting.
He does not make his dex save, though.
Ooh, and good damage, too.
The ball of fire rolls into him, and he sears. You can smell his fur as it cooks. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
I think I'm good.
Jennabink and Catapult.
Catapult is going to lie on the floor and twitch. Jennabink is going to move behind Idris. Idris, I'm back here. Don't hit me.
Here, let's true up the grid. All right, just for the sake of it being pretty. There you go.
I still would say that. And then I will try to attack this rat folk in front of me and hope that Fantasy Grounds is kinder this time. Slightly. And I will hit him again.
And you will.
And I will do more damage this time. I did slightly.
So, Jen, you step up, and the first strike hits him on the shoulder and drives him down to a knee. He brings up his shield to try and stop the second one, and you catch him on the side of the head, and he goes straight out down on the ground.
All right, so having killed him, I'm actually going to step forward and tie up the doorway with Idris.
Excellent. All right. Okay, Penny.
All right. These guys are pretty nimble. He might actually manage to get away. So I'll move down 10 feet here, put my hunter's mark on rat folk number 9, and I'll shoot at him. That's a hit. All right, let's put this on. And the sneak. So he's going to take a whole lot of damage. And then I'll shoot him a second time. And miss, because I'm doing that pretty well today. That's 5, 10, 15. So I'll move to here. That's going to be 20, and that'll be my turn.
All right. That arrow struck him solidly. He doesn't look in good shape at all. All right. This ghoul runs forward and attacks. And it successfully strikes. Carves up that rat folk. And he is not paralyzed. Rat folk with the short sword chooses to withdraw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For a couple reasons, he chooses to withdraw. And he will actually back up his partner. And he's choosing to withdraw to get away from the flame, and also because there's undead down there. All right. This rat folk, or the rat, we will correctly identify him now. So that rat makes it to there. And he goes after Jennabink. Jennabink, you're hit.
I will throw up a shield as well.
Do you beat a 22 with your shield up?
I do. I hit a 23.
Excellent. All right, and he will make his second attack. And you easily block the second one.
This is a cool trick, Idris.
That was awesome.
Idris smirks and throws out a hex on himself, and will put the effect on the rat folk with short sword 9 for disadvantage. The dis on his dex stuff, and will swing on him. Hit. All right. But with hex here. And he just brings the sword through him, and he says, Hirsch said to cash you out.
You eviscerate him. He falls.
And I turn around to the were-rat and I go, I see you're still afflicted. Let me help you.
Absolutely gracious, I understand. The mummy.
Brandon Fraser can't be far behind it.
It's charging right towards you guys. And coming into the hallway at the end of this round.
The orc trait, come on.
Oh, that would be suitably evil.
Followed by mechanical creatures.
I still don't understand why I did not get some kind of advantage and inspiration, insight check on talking to the constructs, because they should be my friends. I'm just saying.
Well, you did break the remote controls.
That I meant like before when we first encountered them, I didn't even get a chance to express myself and explain how I understood them at a gear and cog level.
They're programmed for stranger danger. It's a new feature.
I would like both of you to take inspiration, even though I normally don't give out inspiration in combat, because the DM's trying not to giggle.
It's what we do. That giggle economy is important here. It's a side hustle of all of our characters.
You see,
Danger.
you see 3 more ghouls and a gas come pouring out of the room. All right, and the gas points and hisses, and Quickfoot sees the. All right, it's got humans between him and it, so Quickfoot does not freak out completely. Let me run over to the main screen for our audience here and adjust it a little bit. They weren't seeing everything pouring out of the rooms. Let me kick that up a little bit for you. There you go, folks. So coming out of these doorways down there, you're seeing a bunch of bad guys rolling out. So, top of the order. Round 4. Delbert.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna switch it up a little this time and throw out a chromatic orb. I think the mummy needs it more than anybody else, just because he's too damn close. And we're gonna go with fire because mummies like that.
The DM appreciates your deployment of the appropriate damage type. Oh!
Goodbye.
You're damn right.
You DM right.
It's gonna be a lot of hurt.
Oh, he one-rounded him. Set him on fire like Mr. Whipple carrying toilet paper.
So,
Thank you.
Delbert,
I'll be here all night.
Delbert, would you like to describe what just happened? Casting the spell and what happens?
I whip out my wand of the war mage and pointed at the mummy and a ball of flame shoots out the end, lands on the mummy, runs up its leg, gets to about heart level, and then just explodes.
Excellent.
A little white commoner runs by and yells, "Toasty!"
We might as well also, with the bonus action, throw this guy further down the hall. I should have line of sight on that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Ghoul 4 failed his saving throw. And he's also going to eat some fire. A lot of it.
Oh, he does. He does. So, the ball of flames strikes him in mid-torso and engulfs him, and he staggers back. He can see charred meat on his chest.
Sweet. I think I'll stay where I'm at as far as positioning goes, though.
Catapult. Jennabink, what would you like to do?
Jennabink is going to continue to beat upon horrible, awful, non-arcane science rats with her warhammer.
You saw arcane science like 2 minutes ago with the thing with the Soka and the fire.
And it just ruined it for me, like he ruins everything.
I believe Delbert blew it up.
Man, look at the 20s.
Except look at the damage roll.
Classy.
So,
I learned a new Fantasy Ground thing last night, by the way.
Oh?
Rather than having to click on the advantage button or scale up your damage, you can hold down the shift button while dropping your damage or making your roll, and it'll automatically push it up to having advantage or being a critical.
Huh.
What kind of shift is that?
And on that note, I'm done with my turn, but just wish I could smite PJ.
understood.
Can I nominate PJ for losing inspiration?
Pay your 1,000 points in the channel, sucker.
It's only 1,000 points. Hold on, I can get rid of all of them right now.
No, you can't, but you can always shoot him.
Oh well, that's not fun. I will shoot the were-rat rogue though. There can only be one rogue in an encounter, and that's me.
That's fine.
All right. So I'll sharpshooter. He's going to be my hunter's mark. Oh, wow. That hits somehow magically. That plus these. Oh, well, he's dead. And then I'll shoot at the other guy with the short sword. Also hit. For that. And like Delbert, I am sufficiently happy with where I am.
All right. That arrow passes right through its back, out its front of its chest. Drops it. All right. Ghoul. Let's see. From there, let me double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. Ooh, he can actually just get there. Can't make an attack, but in your grill. All right.
Somebody cue up the Bad Boys song.
Good guys. What you gonna do? Nobody sings that song.
Roll on the other side. He's pretty seriously hurt. You think what he's going to do here? Yeah, he knows he can't make it to cover, so he's going to get on the other side. And he is going to swing at... let's see, who's he going to swing at? Going to go after Idris. Idris bats aside his attack. And his second attack also is ineffective. All right. Idris.
Idris, seeing him deploy the same sliding maneuver, turns around with his sword. Oh, bonus action. I'll drop the hex on him. Turns around with the sword, like a spin, tries to stab him in the spin, trying to be fancy here. So let's see. Bam! Yeah! All right, so he's trying to bring this right clear through the middle again.
He goes down.
Yep. Ooh, nice damage.
You slash him, he goes down. He drops gutted.
Crushed him like a squeaky toy.
All right, what would you like to do?
Oh, wait. That's right, I can move. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you guys probably got that thing. 5, 10, 15, 20. I will move to 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll go to here.
Awesome. Respect from the boss. All right, so... Red's up to attack you and is unsuccessful. Actually could move to there, so it will. All right. First things first.
Nah, we'll burn that inspiration. We'll get rid of that. Let's try that
All right.
again.
Go ahead, make a Constitution saving throw. Target is 10.
Yeah, just enough. I'll take it.
All right. Good deal. You are hit with a 24.
I'll take it this time.
And you manage to maintain your spell. And you avoid paralyzation barely. Barely
is still successful.
And this ghoul comes running up on you. And he actually is grappling you.
Whoa. That's 5 gold pieces there.
Yeah, he's actually grappling you, so I'm going to drop the grapple condition on you.
Do we have to oppose on that? Or something to oppose athletics?
Yeah, it's actually opposed strength first.
Okay.
He hits you.
Yeah, you can either oppose with athletics or acrobatics, I think.
Yeah. He just beat you, so you are grappled. So I'm going to put the
Cool.
I'm going to grapple condition on you.
Alrighty.
All right, there we go. All right, let me pull back up my awesomeness. Quickfoot's still hanging out, and we are going to see. Let's see. Another mummy come out of the door down there. And I think that's everybody that you can immediately hear or see howling in the background. All right. Top of the order.
And I was worried there was going to be a lot of undead.
Delbert.
All right, I'm going to reach out and touch someone.
You're lucky we're not in Blackmoor.
Reach out.
Shocking grasp.
Ooh, if I start his heart, does that make him not undead?
I don't know. You're going to have to make a knowledge religion check. So,
Undead pickup lines for dummies.
all right. Would you like to bonk that thing on the back line?
Yes, let's do that. Sorry, I forgot about that because it wasn't on the screen for me.
You hear from down there. Take your stinking claws off me, you damn dirty ghoul.
Ooh, that's actually, my range is 60 on that. Can I push it outside my range, Matt?
I don't think so.
You're just your range for when you cast it. I don't think there's a max range on it. Like,
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Are you gonna go hit my mommy?
I am.
All right.
So, in a second, I'm going to get back to my screen. There we go.
yeah, there's no like max from distance from you.
He saves.
He saves. He rolls a
Wah,
20.
wah.
He's still taking half on vulnerable.
Yep.
Right.
There we go.
All right. So fire starts to go up its wrappings. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
No, I'm good.
Catapult makes a saving throw. Jennabink, you're up.
All right, I'm going to 5. So according to the pointer, that's 30. So I can get to there, start to back up Idris. And I will attack the ghoul and hope that Penny can take care of everything else.
It's a ghoul. You whack it.
I whack it because it deserves to be whacked. Hey, I killed something!
You did. You struck it twice, and it collapses under your attacks. You've actually taken out quite a few things this fight, Jen. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Penny, sorry, you're going to have to deal with the two back there, but sorry.
It's fine. Delbert will deal with them.
That's it, I'm done.
All right.
Am I up?
Yeah, Penny, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to put my hunter's mark on ghoul number 4, and I will not sharpshooter, but this is going to be with disadvantage because he's in melee. So disadvantage, it'll hit. So he'll die. I will back up to here because Delbert's got this. And my second attack will hit for very little damage, probably. For a little bit of damage on that guy. And that's my turn.
All right. So,
Actually, wait,
everybody give me a, do it right now. Everybody give me a perception check.
Perception.
Okay. Jennabink and Delbert, you hear, and it's in common, it's in heavily accented common, it's a really deep voice. You hear, Clayman, I get them, let's go, from all the way down the hallway. And it's an echo, but you hear it, all right, from all the way down the hallway. All right.
We're gonna get sued. This is almost Battle of the Five Armies.
Copyright infringement.
Just need some spiders, yo.
So,
We got some guys coming that sound about Idris intelligence.
oh, that was outstanding. Outstanding. All right, so Penny went. Now we have a ghoul. All right, so
No boys. Let's see.
all right. He comes out to there, and he will run up to there, and he will shove Idris. Idris, would you like to make an opposed strength check?
Sure. You lose.
Let's see. What happens on a tie when you're on a shove for a strength check?
Oh,
I think you have to beat on the shove.
Yeah, that's pretty certain that's what happens. He almost takes you down. He almost takes you down prone.
that's where everybody tries to get me.
Next goal. Go ahead and let's see. This one's actually attacking Delbert.
That ghoul has the unconscious condition.
And dying.
Oh, okay. Sorry. He doesn't attack you at all. You're fine. Everything's dead in front of you. We have a mummy.
Is that considered an attack?
It is considered an attack, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw a shield.
Oh, it's the shove counts as an attack, but you don't have to make an attack roll. You just shove. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm just making sure because for my shield, since it is considered an attack, I can cast the shield. That's what I was trying to get to.
All right. Jen, Mummy runs up next to you and stares at you. You are right now, let's see, from the dreadful glare.
I would have wanted to inspire myself against the dreadful glare.
Absolutely fair.
Especially-
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
I think you already had
You
advantage,
did.
though.
You did. It saved with advantage.
Oh yeah, it
Green
did.
is-
All right.
Okay. Well, I still failed, so whatever happens to me happens to me. Yay, D&D.
You were frightened, but you were not paralyzed. You didn't roll that badly. All right, but I'm going to put the frightened condition on you.
Wow, leaving your teammates here. Let's see how this goes. The shield ain't sounding like a bad idea anymore.
The mummy will, however, take a swing at Jennabink. Oh.
I hear they're rotten when they touch you.
Oh. Jen, 40 points of damage from one hit. But you were not infected by the mummy rot.
There you go.
Ghoul 17 runs up on Delbert. And he attacks with his claws. And hits Delbert. Delbert takes 9 points of damage. Delbert, would you like to use inspiration on this Constitution save? It's only a DC 10.
No, I don't think so.
Would you
However,
like
I will throw a
hero point?
hero point at it.
I just heard Regis Philbin. Is that your final answer?
Come on, 6. Damn it.
No, you
Nice.
cleared it. It's a 10. You got it. You got 11. You got
Yeah, you just
11.
need a 3 or better. Yeah.
Yeah, you made it. You made it. All right, so you were not paralyzed. But he did tear a chunk out of you. Idris, you are grappled.
Yeah, it just means I don't go anywhere. I'm fine with that. I'm going to start throwing out some different spells because F this. I'm going to lose my Hex and I'm going to throw out a Protection from Good and Evil. So, deuces, guys. Yep, there we go. Okay, and let me take off my Hex. Oh, yeah, it's the perfect spot to be for me. All right.
You're doing great, Idris.
Doing great, yep. Looking good, Billy Ray. All right, let me see. Yeah, I know I'm getting attacked. You don't have to remind me. Delbert's trying to pre-roll. All right, I'm going to swing on the ghoul who's attacking me.
Oh! Oh!
I'm going to return the points to him. No unanswered points in this house. Shazam. Yep. All right, that's it for me.
All right. So, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Love strength checks here.
You beat him. Otherwise, you'd be prone.
The power of Hirsch compels me.
All right. So, and they are kind of swarming you now, so they're all around you. All right. So, give me another strength check.
Got to keep up this level of constant physical performance.
You are not prone. And hang on a second.
Oh, I just want to double check. How many rats do we have to kill to level in a day?
More than 2.
Because I'm feeling extra attack coming up at the end of the session if we keep up this pace.
That's funny.
If we can find some chain devils to add to this, I would appreciate that.
Doing my best to help you level. All right, so nobody actually has line of sight on that yet, but you can hear it thundering down the hallway. All right, so here we go. Stomp, 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 stomp. Quick foot. What we're going to do, brothers and sisters, is we're going to take our 15 minutes here. We will be back to finish up this interesting skirmish, and we will go from here. All right.
Cliffhanger.
All right, so we'll be back in about. We'll be back. Let's see. It is 4:35 Eastern. We will be back at 4:45 Eastern, and we will see you soon. I believe we have biological functions that may be necessary to attend to. So we'll talk to you soon. We'll be right back. Bye now. Hey,
And that's
everybody.
like in an FBI raid.
Yeah, I think that'll happen too. All right, everybody, we're back. Welcome back to the Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor. We're going to roll right back into all the craziness and all the fun that we are having. We are at the top of round 6. And Delbert, you got another ghoul right in front of you, and he just took a chunk out of you. All right, there's a long vertical slash across your shoulder. Hey, everybody.
That's like in an FBI raid.
Yeah, I think that'll happen too. All right, everybody, we're back.
Let's do
Welcome back
about
to the
his
Dungeons
presence.
of Castle Blackmoor.
Hey,
we're getting some
right
echo
back
here.
into
Into all the craziness and all the fun that we are having.
Yeah, it's feedback.
We
from
are at the
you, Ted.
top
I don't
of
know.
round 6.
I got to figure out where it's coming from.
Give me a sec.
Test,
Delbert,
1, 2,
you
3,
got another
3,
ghoul
2,
right in
1.
front of you, and he just took a chunk out of you. All right,
Testes,
there's a long vertical
testes,
slash
testes.
across your shoulder.
Hey,
Hey, everybody.
everybody.
Like in an FBI raid.
Yeah, I think that'll happen too.
Think of something to say that was equally disturbing quickly enough.
All right, there we go. I think I've got that craziness fixed. So anyhow,
How about let's go down a level right now?
let's go down. Do it! All right,
Tad's,
so
Tad's not
Tactical
prepared for that.
retreat.
I am always prepared for that. Next level down always has Orcus.
Only, only Orcus.
Outtake screen.
So Delbert, you are torn up. What are you
I
doing?
am lighting him up with a chromatic
muted.
orb.
Excellent. So you hit him fairly well, and he takes some damage, but he is still standing. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
Don't forget the flaming spheres on the map. It might not be showing up for you.
I will
You can get
push
to
the
the.
flaming sphere up here on Gast 1.
Got it. Bump it against him.
And that'll be that.
All right.
I should probably try and disengage, but I don't want to give him that opportunity attack either.
He won't be there. Don't worry.
All right.
So Delbert lights him up, see that he doesn't fall, but recognizes that directly behind him is Penny drawing down. Is this correct?
Mm-hmm.
Standing. Anything else you'd like to do, sir?
I will move a little further into the room. I'll move around the guy over here.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get you squared
Except-
up on the grid.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Catapult is 2 for 2 right now.
Point of order.
Yes.
Point of order. Now that his turn has completed, I would just like to get clarification that the ball of fire is where it is.
It's where it is, yes.
All right. That traitorous son of a bitch.
Well, as long as you move.
He's grappled!
Dick move.
Have you not watched Bridgerton, man? You don't know how noble works? Come on, bro.
I'm
All
the
right.
sexy noble. That's my only power.
Jennabink is about to provoke a series of attacks, I believe. Is this correct, Jennabink?
That is not at all correct, because frightened doesn't mean I have to move away. It just means I cannot get closer. So,
Oh, okay.
Cause fear is what you want.
yeah, I invite you all to imagine the scene from The Mummy where the guy starts pulling out religious symbol after religious symbol. Instead, Jennabink starts quoting formula after formula to the mummy as like it does the open mouth thing at her. So eventually she just starts incanting enough formulas that she starts vibrating in place, and I cast Blur.
Excellent. Excellent, Jen. Go ahead and apply that effect yourself, please.
I think I did.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, yeah, it's on there now. Twice, possibly.
Penny, I believe your assistance might be needed in several areas of the field right now.
All right. I'm not going to put my hunter's mark on Ghoul 17 because we're going to bet on the com here. And I will shoot at him first. Why are you laughing about that? That's a legit gambling turn. All right. So that was a successful gamble. Maybe Hirsch is something to be thought about.
Let it ride.
And then I'll put my hunter's mark on why not the mummy? It seems to be doing some hurt to people. And I'll bring some rain. And that actually hits. For that. And I wish I could do more, but I cannot. Actually, he should have taken a die 6 more from that.
Go ahead, roll it, and I'll apply it.
All right. From the sneak.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. FYI, Delbert, you have line of sight on what's coming down the hallway. It's a rat man, no doubt about it. It's a ratling, but it's a ratling that is somewhere around 9 feet tall. All right, and sitting on the top of the ratling is a little cage. All right, and riding on top of this huge rat ogre, there seems to be 4 ratlings, small size ones, and they are carrying weapons, and they are cheering and pointing towards you as the ratling gallops them forward. All right.
Real quick. I could not have seen the mummy from there, correct? Where I was? Because of the stairs. They go up and down?
Yeah, that's actually correct.
Okay, then I'll move to where I was before shooting.
Okay.
To where I am now. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's a column that's got a door coming out of it on either side. So, all right.
I just want to make sure it was legit. So I'll move there and then do the pew-pew.
No problem.
Yeah.
All right. So, and you would also see that then, Penny. You look down the hallway and you see the rat ogre coming. All right. Okay. We have a ghoul. So they're going to give you strength check. Go ahead and make a strength check, Idris. They're trying to push you to the ground, but you just keep resisting.
Friggin' Atlas over here.
The mummy. All right, Jennabink. Mummy swinging at you.
At least you won't burn to death. Like those poor children a couple encounters ago.
You're hit.
I'm going to shield.
Very good. That'll protect you from it. It stares down at Idris. Idris, you are not affected by its frightful glare.
Can't be afraid if you've already pissed yourself.
A crossbow bolt comes winging down the hallway. Another crossbow bolt comes winging down the hallway.
Delbert's a tank.
Idris.
All right. I'm going to burn some more powers while I'm here before I get burned. And I'm going to... Where is it?
Ghoul 52 needs to make a save.
Oh, yeah. It ended its turn.
Yeah, it ended its turn there.
Oh, yeah, it does. Go ahead.
Start that fire up, Delbert.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Absolutely.
There it is. Okay, I found it. I'm bringing out the Hexblade's Curse. And I'm going to put it on the guy who's grappling me because I need all the damage I can get here. Alrighty, here we go. Gonna swing on him. Oh! Critical!
Oh!
It's the worst part about being a paladin, man. It means you like basically have to.
I'm gonna throw the smite.
Oh my god!
Throw the smite. Throw the smite. Throw the smite.
Hirsch gives and Hirsch takes away.
Can you do me a favor? Can you take the 12 off him real quick, Ted?
Oh, all right. You want to roll your divine smite with it?
Yeah. I'm just gonna drop it back on him so it throws it all back on.
Well, you can go ahead and roll 2d6 or 2d8, and I'll add it on.
3d8.
It's 3d8. That's why. So if you just take off the 12, it'll throw it all at once.
All right.
I think he wants you to keep the odd odds.
Yeah, I do. You can roll through.
I am. Oh no, I'm gonna keep the odd odds. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yo, you can't be cheating that bad with Hirsch. You got to do this on the up and up because when they come to judge your soul, you're like, It just doesn't take handouts. Well, that many handouts. Come on, Ghoul 15. It's gonna roll like 3 8s on the thing. I'm gonna be like,
if you roll 6, if you roll 6 die 8, it should. If you just.
Yeah.
All right.
I
took it off.
Shazam! Oh, it didn't work. All right, well. Here, I'll just do this.
That would be fantastic if on your 6 die 8 you rolled 6 ones. Oh no, it should be more. It should be 2 more.
All right. So I'm going to let you.
Oh, 2 more.
Yeah, it should be 2 more die 8s, but he's dead.
I'm good. No, I'll take the +7. That's an average of 2 more.
I'm gonna retcon you smiting the guy till after 20. I will allow it. But anyhow, you catch him at the sternum and up around the shoulder, and you break free. And what you realize they were trying to do is they were trying to bury you down to the ground. So you were completely so they were all on top of you, and they were trying to push you down so they could start to feed on you. So you think you've managed to fight that off.
Cool.
So
yeah, I'm gonna heal that 7 points. So that's my action. I still got to move, right?
Yes, you do.
Well, these are some shitty.
Well, hold it. Is it end your turn or start your turn?
At the end of my turn.
Okay.
At the end of my
So
turn.
2 attacks of opportunity or fiery baron.
Yeah.
Three
He's got a
attacks.
hot hand with the dice.
3 attacks of opportunity. 1 from a mummy.
Oh, he could get 2 only. He could.
But he's got a
Yeah,
protection from evil.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna come around. Take all your swings with your negatives.
You won't need to get one from the mummy because you can stay within his reach the entire time.
Yeah,
Oh
very
yeah,
cool.
that's right. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so let's see.
See, I knew it would work out okay.
I'm gonna
It was
smash that
all
damn
coming
focus.
part of his plan.
All right, Gast. Misses you. And the last ghoul. 22. Does that hit you?
Yes. 22 does hit me if it's on. Yeah.
All right.
Disadvantage?
No, I did not give him a disadvantage on the attack. So let me make a second roll here. 20. I mean, that 20 does hit, right?
Yeah, 20 hits right on.
All right. So I learned something really cool today. If you hold down shift when you apply the damage, it automatically increases it.
What? So on disadvantage, he would keep the crit?
Oh, no, on disadvantage he wouldn't, so he only takes... I just want to hurt him bad, that's all.
I know, man, but you already got like 8 more guys coming down the hallway. You know?
That just means I've got a better magic item coming for me after this.
How long you guys been playing with me? All right, so we'll take him down to 13.
Everybody finally got a magic item, and then I'm first in the DKP pool, so now I get to go because I got the first one.
Well, I think if you go down again, you get another blessing from old Blue Eyes.
Yeah, so blessing from old Blue Eyes. Oh my God, that's awesome. Saving throw versus paralyzation here. Would you like to use a hero point on that?
Yeah, I'll use my last one of the level. And, of course, I'll probably roll, like, not enough. There you go. Shut it down.
All right. Things just got really nasty down on the other side of the field. All right. We have Idris is paralyzed. And Jennabink is frightened.
Is there a light source in this room besides the flaming sphere?
That's it. The flaming sphere and the moonblade right now. So yeah, that is it. Oh, and there's a burning pile of oil over here where you set on the where you set that off, and that's small flame now. It's a little bit of illumination. All right, so crossbow bolt at Delbert. Delbert takes a hit with a crossbow.
I'm gonna shield.
All right, that'll bounce it. And another crossbow bolt at Delbert. And that does not hit. And the ghast gets away from the fire and begins to have a buffet. Can't have a buffet.
So
How badly does it have to mess up to be like, I'm going to chomp on this completely motionless human and go,
He was awed by the glow.
It's the protection from evil, I think. It's because he's still under the effects of the protection evil, so it's like, my God, but I want to hate it so bad and I can't. All right.
Idris is using his noggin.
Now, what I'm doing, folks, is for all these rat folks that are on behind him, they're all technically in different corners of the square, riding on the howdah on top of the rat ogre. So the rat ogre gets to there.
The Roger.
the Roger.
All right.
Kroger.
And let's see. I think it can get to about there with everybody behind it. So it comes lumbering up to you.
Get that dagger out, Jimmy. This one's on you.
You remember that thing you did with the children's? You might want to do that thing with the
Okay. Quickfoot says, "All right, boss, I love you."
So for just my own edification, because it's going to depend on what I do, can you show me where the area is not illuminated? Because I've been gimping myself out of advantage this entire fight.
Probably if you move. All right. I would say there's illumination there, and there is another 20 feet there. So if you're back in there, you're just on the other side of it.
Okay.
All right.
So in which case, I know I'm not stealthing right now, but I am invisible, like for the effect.
Okay. All right. Rat Ogre comes up. He's got 4 guys on them. And I have one thing I do need to do. Hang on a second.
It's for the combat tracker.
No. Nothing that bad. Mostly.
That's the illumination from the sphere.
Oh, I thought there was like a fireball coming out from down the corridor. I was like, ooh.
Because your inevitable betrayal.
So
all right. So when this guy comes rolling up, there is a rat folk in a chain shirt carrying a spear in back, and he starts to make gestures, and he seems to be casting something at Delbert and at Idris. All right. Delbert and Idris, do you want to use inspiration on your saving throw?
Well, no, I can't.
Hold it. No, I'm Delbert and Penny. Excuse me. Oh, Penny, you're not visible, right?
I am. If they are using dark vision to see right now, I am not visible.
Okay.
And if they don't have dark vision, then they can't see me anyways because they can't see.
All right. You could still be targeted though, right? You've been shooting areas.
No. If I'm invisible, I'll look it up. Invisibility.
Yeah. All it means is that they have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. I think they can still target you. So.
Impossible to see without the aid of magic or a special sense. Heavily obscured, the location can be detected by any noise they make or any tracks they leave. Attack rolls have disadvantage, and the creature's attack rolls have advantage. So I'm impossible to see without the aid of magic or a special sense. So I don't know if that means...
So it means you're obscured, right? So if you're obscured, that means that...
You could get targeted, because that's like magic missile. If you can't see him, you can't hit him with the magic missile.
Yeah, you could probably target the square with an attack roll if you see something coming from that square with a disadvantage, but I'm impossible to see without the aid of magic.
Well, they have keen smell, so they can actually smell where targets are because they're rat folk. So that would qualify as a special set. I'm going to let him target you in that instance because he does have a special set. You can go ahead. He smells where you are because he sucks. So do you want to use a...
I'll use inspiration.
Inspiration. Okay, go ahead and use inspiration. Delbert, do you want to use inspiration?
Against.
Go ahead and make a. Spellcraft. Excuse me. Go ahead and make an Arcana check. He's casting a Bane at you. It's going to give you a minus to hit.
Yeah,
and a minus
I'm
to
good.
damage. All right. So.
I'll just click advantage and you can drop it.
All right. Drop it in on you. Delbert does not make his save.
That only rolled one. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Penny has advantage on her roll, and Penny rolls. Penny successfully makes her save. Delbert, you were at minus 1d4 to hit and minus 1d4 to damage moving forward. All right. Top of the order. Round 7. Mr. Galen, what would you like to do?
I am going to cast Levitate on the Rat Ogre Steed.
Okay.
Go, Gadget. Oof. Hey, and they failed, so they are levitated. I'm pushing them up to the ceiling.
Okay.
And that takes care of the rest of those guys, too.
That's about 30 feet up.
Okay.
So. All right.
You gave them the higher ground for their ranged attacks.
Catapult is stabilized.
Wait.
Jennabink.
The flaming sphere is gone now.
Jennabink is going to cast Cure Light or Cure Wounds on herself at 2nd level.
They may have the higher ground, but they're not on a stable platform anymore. So, I mean, as far as advantage goes, they should also get disadvantage.
The flaming sphere is gone, Jim. If you want to pull it.
Okay.
Man, I rolled really crappy hit points, so I am only at I'm at 32. That is not cool.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. Well, let's see. Penny.
I'm going to move to here now that area is no longer illuminated by the flaming sphere. And will also put me out of line of sight of all the dudes being levitated right now. I will continue peppering the mummy. Let's see. So that'll hit. I'll do this. With the sneaky sneak. And then my second shot on the mummy. No hit. He is no longer there.
Mummy goes down. 2 arrows strike him, and he falls.
And I'll move from my previous position where the arrows came from.
All right. Okay. This guy, I mean, they're trying to get some buffet here. They're kind of focused. 24 hits.
Yeah, no, we'll just stop that. We'll throw the shield.
You're-
Oh, I can't. My bad.
You're paralyzed. Yeah.
Yeah, can you also take the grapple off me? That's
Yeah, I got to put Did you go prone? No, you're just grappled now. All right, so. And paralyzed would give them advantage, but the. Yeah, paralyzed would give them advantage, but the protection from evil takes it away from you. So, and I'm not going to paralyze you again. You only have to make one saving throw on your turn. Okay, that's it for that. Tears a chunk out of you. Rat folk with shield. He interacts with an object and toss a rope ladder down the length of the thing. And that's going to be about 10 feet from the floor. He will scrabble down from the floor and drop 10 feet to the ground. And I'm going to give him an acrobatics check to... Yep. I'm going to give him an acrobatics check to not hurt himself. Actually, I shouldn't have rolled twice. First one was good. So he unrolls the rope ladder, drops it down to the floor, and drops down on the ground. That's his full action. Rat folk in a chain shirt. Delbert, would you like to use advantage on a saving throw?
No, I'm good.
You are blind. Would you like to use a hero point?
I think I will use the hero point.
Congratulations, you're not blind. All right. And then that guy will climb down to the ladder and drop there. Actually, he can't make it all the way down the ladder, so he'll stay up in the howdah. All right. All right, Idris, would you please give me a saving throw?
Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to throw it out there. But I believe I'm paralyzed, and that's the end of my turn.
Oh my, this is bad. It's end of each turn, right?
Yeah, so that's all I do. I just unparalyze and I'm done.
Okay, cool. Good deal. This rat folk will drop down and move up on you, but he can't make an attack. This rat folk will drop down and move up on you, but he can't make an attack. The ghast. No reason to go after Penny, even though in my heart of hearts I really want to. Keeps trying to pound on Idris and misses. And the rat ogre is up there unable to do a damn thing. It's swinging its mace. So it's 10 feet up. It's got 10-foot reach, nothing within range. It's up in the air, not able to attack anything. Which, Jimmy, is beautiful to contemplate. So I want you to think about this. So you guys you guys put him up in the air, and the other rats scramble down the other side. I do have to make, I do have to make 2 dex checks. All right, that one makes it. That one does not. So that one takes a d6. 2 points of damage to one of the rat folks as he lands hard and twists his ankle. All right. So he's up in the air, suspended, and he's bellowing, "Hey, I want the help! Now get them!" All right. And the guy with the spear is like, calm down, we'll be fine. All right. So Quickfoot's like, way to go, boss, way to go. Top of the order for round 8. Mr. Galen, what would you like to do?
Quickfoot, you might want to move out a little bit.
All right. Quickfoot, Wood Deedy Bow. We'll assume he's holding his action. So he will move out of the way.
Okay.
Assuming he is now off the map, all right, for all practical purposes. Are you calling a fire mission on your position? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. That's definitely what I'm doing. So, 20-foot radius. Boop, boop. Something in the neighborhood of that, but pushed up enough to where it won't affect me.
You were about to scorch catapult.
All right. Then we will push it up just a little bit.
I would argue that Jimmy or Delbert should make an insight check to tell if Catapult's even alive or dead.
Well, he would
can't tell.
He would have had himself also, Jen. If he didn't
well,
move
then
it.
red then.
Yeah. So yeah. Now I will say this: 20-foot sphere from there is probably not going to get the guy in the chain shirt. He's going to be on the outside of it. But you're definitely going to get the rat ogre steed, and you are going to get all the other 3 rat folk, no problem at all. But this guy here, not that guy. Sorry. The rat folk in the chain shirt's just going to be, you just can't reach him. He's just far enough out of the way because he's in effect 25 feet in the air. So go ahead and Zorch everybody else.
Skadoosh!
They scream. Several of them go up and gulped in flame. He dies. All right. Very good. And the rat ogre itself.
I am going to also move because I feel like not being where I'm at is probably a good idea.
All right. All right, he's going to get... you're moving into contact with the ghoul? The gas?
Frying pan fire with,
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you've got one of the dudes. Ratfolk with a shield. Ratfolk Warrior 1 is going to swing at you as you pull away. Gets an attack of opportunity, which misses. He's overcome by the fire and the smoke, and you see him sort of lunge at you, but you're able to run away very easily. All right. So... All right. Catapult is stable at this point. Jennabink, fireball goes, and you can see it had pretty profound impact on a lot of the rat folk on the other side. They look to be pretty profoundly damaged. Are you making a saving throw versus that fear effect? You don't have to anymore. It's gone, right? So let me take it off you.
I was just about to ask, is the corpse still terrifying, or am I now happy that it's dead?
Well, it's terrifying, but it's not super terrifying.
Ooh, can you take off my paralyzation while you're taking off conditions?
All right.
I just have this image like in Zelda Wind Waker where Link is like, ah!
All right, I think I've refreshed everybody's conditions now. Jennabink, what would you like to do?
I would like to smack the ghoul in front of me with some prejudice.
Please do so. Oh!
Wow,
Prejudice!
that is extreme prejudice.
I would like...
Oh! He's
decent damage.
He's taken serious damage, and...
Oops. I did not drag that appropriately. I apologize. There we go. That's what I wanted to do.
You hit?
Yay. And... boom.
Jennabink, you strike him squarely on the shoulder blades because he's attempting to feed on Edris, and he rears back and starts to turn. As he turns, you strike him again on his thigh, shattering it, and he collapses into a twishing pile of necrotic meat. Penny, anything else you'd like to do, Jen?
I'm going to then step up to the other guy.
Absolutely.
And that's I'm done.
All right. Very good. And we are at Penny. Penny, you're up.
All right. May not be the most tactical thing, but I think it'll be fun. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the Ogre Steed, and I will shoot at him. So that'll hit. So let me put this. Let me do this. All right, and then I'll shoot at him a second time. So that'll hit for this.
He slumps, hanging in the air with, 2 arrows in his throat. Dead. I'm going to leave the counter there just as a reference, but we all know he's gone. All right?
Hold on.
But not forgotten.
Anything else you'd like to do, Penny?
Yeah, I'm going to move after I shoot to replace my position, so at least I don't know where the shots came from.
Is it an action to stop concentrating on a spell?
You can do it outside of your turn, even.
Then I shall.
We got a falling rat ogre dude falling on another rat dude. What would be funny is if they stab Jimmy, he fails the concentration check, and the guy falls anyway.
Absolutely, that would be hilarious. They stab Jimmy.
Oh, step 1 complete.
Well, he stopped concentration on it, right?
I'm gonna.
It doesn't even have to be your turn, Jimmy. You can stop concentration on a spell at any point in time.
Do you want to stop concentration now?
I do, and I'm going to shield on that.
All right, that was a 22. Do you still want a shield on it?
Nah, all right. Go ahead.
All right, so you've taken your damage. When you stop concentration, the rat ogre falls, and I'm going to delete the rat ogre at this point because we don't need him as a reference for him being in the air. But what does happen is we're going to do some damage to the rat folk in chain shirt as he falls, right? So their spellcaster is going to land on top of him. I'm figuring that's going to feel like a 30-foot fall. That's 3d6. He's not in a position to resist it in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to give him, 17 points of damage. So he lands hard. Out of 3d6, he almost takes max damage. So that drops him. And what DC saving check would that be for a concentration check?
It's only a 10. It's half damage or 10, whichever's higher.
Okay, so he's got to make a 10, and he makes it. So he hangs on to the Bane spell that he's got cast right now. All right. Good enough. All right, I'm going to go to the next guy in line. Rat folk in a chain shirt. His round. He will scramble down off the thing, and he is going to cast light over here so everybody is in full illumination, and then he's going to move back into some cover. All right, but now there is illumination in that area. All right, Idris, you're up.
All right. This gas is going to get some friggin' beatdown. All right, now that I'm not paralyzed, not almost set on fire and all that annoying stuff, I'm going to take my sword. I'm just going to try and lop off some body parts. Yeah.
Oh, hit!
And, hang on, before I do this. Smite.
Did you make the Moonblade +1?
Oh, I did not.
Do so. I'll just add 1 to the damage for now. You hit.
I got it. I haven't rolled the damage yet because I'm dropping a smite on you.
All right.
Now. Oh, that was weak. Ah, well. And that's it for me.
That ghast is not looking good at all. So this guy advances. And he swings at Penny. Penny, you're hit. Everybody in the chat gets a free pizza. No, they don't, but that was Jen's suggestion earlier. We have done our first hit points of damage of this to Penny of this session. 6 hit points of damage from a short sword. Unusual.
We all get one of those stupid little coupons, like when you exit the baseball park, that's like for $1 off or something.
I maintain my concentration on Hunter's Mark.
Excellent. The gas. Gas is not looking good at all. Let's see. Anybody new within range of it? Actually, we got to give a Constitution saving throw on Delbert when he moved up next to it. Delbert, you are not affected by its stench. It is surrounded by guys. Do you still have a protection from evil up, Idris?
Yeah, it's still up.
I don't actually have concentration on anything at the moment.
Excellent. It will, let's see, Delbert, Jennabink. What the heck is this gas going to do? I'm going to totally randomize it between Delbert and Jennabink. It's not going to attack Idris because it knows Idris has a protection spell up against it.
Thank Hirsch, God bless.
Jennabink, it is clawing at you. It has... Why does it have disadvantage against Jennabink?
Blur.
Because I have blur up, thank you.
Very, very good. So it actually would have... all right. All right. So probably should add attack Delbert Meyer. And Quickfoot says, that cost me some hair, boss. We're at the top of the order for round 9. Delbert, you have there's a party going on.
All right. Well, let's see what I got left here. We'll go with I think Burning Hands actually makes good sense right here. A 15-foot cone, which looks something like this. Oops. But centered on me.
Okay, so you're going to try and get the ghast and that rattling. Go right ahead. That's a good call. I like that. All right. The gas makes it save. The rat folk does not. The ghast is still standing. That rat folk goes down, charred. Anything else you'd like to do, Delbert?
No, I think I'm all right.
All right, good enough. Catapult is inactive. Jennabink, you're up.
Jennabink's going to go after that ghast.
It's not looking good, Jennabink. Oh, you're certain you're going to crush it?
I would love to. I will happily bring my hammer down on that thing.
You do, and it drops.
Fantastic. So I was in movement as I, hit it with one swack of my hammer. So I will then, oh, damn it! Why do you have things on the board and then they go away? Like I was going to be so triumphant.
What the heck? That was a mistake. Hang on, let me fix that. I don't know what the heck I just did.
I don't know what you did either.
You erased the guy who probably had like 2 hit points.
Yeah, probably.
I want to take those 2 hit points though, legit.
Roll your attack.
Go ahead, I brought him back for you.
I don't see him.
I don't see him either. Would a 12 hit him?
He's should be there. Hang on a second. Let me.
That sounds like the number.
It sounds like the number to me too.
There you go.
All right. That means I get to roll again after all that nonsense. There we go.
You do. Go ahead.
There we go. Okay. I hit him.
And he has full hit points again somehow.
That kills
We'll
him.
tad figure it out.
Yeah, that kills him. He goes down.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
All right,
I get golf swing 1 and golf swing 2 and take out 2 things. That makes me happy.
He falls. All right. So, Penny, everything around you is done. What do you do?
I'm moving 5. Whoa. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That should put me out of the effect of the light. Actually, I can move here.
It does.
Yeah, that's good. I'll put my hunter's mark on the rat folk in the chain shirt. And I think I already have my favorite enemy up. Yeah, I do. All right, and I will shoot at him. With sharpshooter. I miss. And my second attack.
Reroll that one.
Oh, it's going to be rerolled. It should have been with advantage anyways. Here we go. So the second attack will hit for this.
Wow.
All right.
And he goes down. Arrow sticking out of the back of his head, slumping over the carcass of the rat ogre. We are out of initiative. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go over and start mending catapult.
Do so.
I'm going to lay on hands.
The lay on hand spam.
Yeah, so you can all know. And I do it 1 at a time just to know.
I'll come help mend catapult as well.
Do so. You guys can see all the way down at the end of this hallway here. All right. There's a lot of light down there. And you can see that there's several rat folk who've wheeled a barricade into place, and they're crouching behind it. You see their heads pop up every once in a while.
Hang on, Idris is doing some math.
So
where are these guys at?
way down here. See the light down on the other end here?
Yeah.
All right. And let me show you something else here a little bit, because you guys are looking down the hallway. You can see there is a big room back in there, and it's very, very well lit.
I'll be casting Good Berries. I'm going to quaff 6 myself, and then I'll give the other 2 to, or the other 4 to, I guess, Delbert and Jennabink, because they look the most injured. Yeah. So they can heal 2 and 2 each.
All right. Cool. So, you moving down the hallway, Idris? Unmute, please.
I'm moving right to there.
Okay.
Because that's 120 feet for Eldritch Blast, so I can watch them. I've got the dark vision down the hall, but just so they're in range in case anybody does anything, I can take shots on them.
So it looks like there's 2 guys in there. All right. No, I am not going to do that, Phantom Dragon. We will reimburse your points, but I don't want to die. Jennabink, if I were to refer to you by that name, would there be absolute and immediate consequences for me?
Oh, they wouldn't be immediate.
Okay. No. No. All right, so there's two guys. Looks like there's two little ratlings, two little rat folk, right? And they probably have crossbows from what you can see. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Idris.
Oh, okay. I was going to yell something out to them. You said perception, right?
Yep.
That's a great skill here that we love to roll.
There's two guys back in there. They might have crossbow bolts. You're not certain. You don't think there's more than two, and they seem to be on watch. They're looking. All right, and
we come to parlay. That means talk, because that's all you got left right now.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion.
We've bested your best.
Ah! You got nothing. Whole city of that ratlings behind us. Come play. We will eat you.
Does he stick out his head when he's saying that?
Yeah, he sticks his head out.
Ron?
Can I make a perception to see that?
Yeah, you can go right ahead and make a perception to see that.
Okay.
Shoot him in the face and kill him.
Oh, you got him. You got him. You got a clean beat on him.
I will attempt to remove his head as he sticks his head out.
All right, just keep in mind that that's going to be probably long range for your short bow.
It is, but I have sharpshooter, which negates the long range.
Oh, it does?
Long
All right,
range
cool.
Is my range, yeah.
Ooh, that's right. That's awesome.
Corridors are our friend.
So seeing him, I will shoot. I don't know if you want to put something out there, or if you just want me to roll and all.
Yeah, I will give you a guy. Give me a second here.
No worries.
You pick the guy off as he's talking trash. Just drop him with one shot.
As I see him go down, I go, send us another negotiator.
I can't see the other one, correct? Though he's still behind cover.
Yeah, he's still behind cover. He just watched the other guy get picked off. You see him dodge back through the doors, and you see the doors get wheeled shut. And these are big, 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 big double doors. And there is some sort of light. There was light. Now it's dark down there.
Oh, good.
That's at least minimum 6 experience.
That's right.
So after 2 minutes of Delbert and Jennabink healing catapults back up to full, and I was going to take one cure wounds for myself.
You can go ahead and do that. Nothing seems to be challenging you right now.
Short rest?
Yeah, maybe somewhere a little safer.
Oh, if we're going to short
All right,
rest,
we just
then
throw
we're
up
gonna-
a rope. Let's just throw up a rope trick up in here. Hop in it. Short rest.
That sounds delightful. I would very much like to rest rather than have to. I only have one more charge in my glue gun.
That way we can keep an eye on them.
I'm pretty sure that I can't do that right now. Let me look.
Well, we can also just go into a room. Like I can stay watch. I'm not hurt or nothing.
Well, and catapult can also join you in that now that catapult is fixed.
How is BattleBot?
BattleBot is so this is now build 2.7. But I think this is a very excellent build and clearly has been working very well for us.
I look back at it. I'm like, looks like Windows Millennium.
I don't know. I didn't include I mean, it's much more like a Lynx, like Lynx. Yes.
Why is it
I
though
can't do that right now.
Why is it though that every time catapult goes down, his eyes turn blue? It looks almost like blue little screens in his eyes.
Oh, well, Ted, wait. I have a question.
Yes.
You said a rat disappeared down this section here.
Mm-hmm.
From what we know, there are no doors. that lead out of that area. So if we're going to rest, I tell Penny, come down here. We should see where that rat went because there may be another entrance into our area over here.
Absolutely.
Okay, I can try and track him down.
I step back out and I'm like, don't go anywhere. And go back.
I'll attempt to track that guy.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
He was moderately injured. Here, he is humanoid, so I'll add this.
Now, you're tracking for blood, so you're going to need to have a light source. But you've got... You need to illuminate your bow?
Yeah, I think it's only 10 feet of illumination, so that's fine.
All right. Yeah, you could see tracks. Hang on a second here. You could see tracks leading up this corridor and then around the corridor. So it looks like he went and jagged there.
Okay, I will de-illuminate my bow as I look down this corridor.
I ask if you want me to go around.
Just all the way down the hallway. Hallway's open. So just a question here. Is the party officially split right now?
I believe we've been split since like level 1.
Yeah, okay. I'm always somewhere where I probably shouldn't be.
We're in the brains and bronze groups. We've teamed up with our partners.
Excellent. Let me go find that vampire. All right, I'm ready. Yeah.
Sir, F is here.
All right. So, Penny, you don't see anything down that hallway. All right, you did have tracks up to the corner. What are you doing?
Okay, I'll re-illuminate and continue following the tracks.
All right. Go ahead, give me... no, your survival track's good. You're not going to make a reroll. There's tracks down the hallway. All right, he was leaking blood, and he's leaving some blood-stained footprints. It's not hard to track at all.
Where does it look like they go to any particular door, or just all the way down the hallway?
They go back in that direction.
Okay, I will continue to track.
Looks like he went right through that wall.
I will investigate this wall for a secret door.
Go ahead, and you may have advantage on that roll because it's obvious somebody passed through it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see it now. Absolutely. There's a secret door there. So
I'll attempt to open it. Is it
yeah,
locked?
there are, there's a pin on the bottom that looks like it's just piece of mortar. But as you reach in there, you can say, oh, wow, I slipped that forward. I can pull up on this pin and the wall pivots, and you can step through to the other side.
Idris, there's a door here.
Jankies.
And then I'll stealth back towards the group.
Idris, I hate to do it, but that Jinkies gets you inspiration. I can't hold that one back.
All right, do we want to go hole up in one of the rooms and take a short rest now? Because I know you guys are kind of beat. By the way, there's a secret door down there. Well, I'll show you when we get down there.
That would be great. Which room in my workshop shall we use?
Well, the team's workshop.
Yeah.
There.
You said me. I think you mean our.
No,
Maybe
no. I thought we established that this was my third workshop. Well, I'm sorry. No, this is my second workshop. I am renting one of the workshops. It is your workshop that you let me use.
Oh,
I've already licked all the door handles, so I believe my claim supersedes.
We can go to the acid room. That seemed like a relatively safe place.
Yes, that was a great room.
I mean, we could, but that's kind of far away, and there's all of these other nice storage rooms that we can. Oh, we could go to there's a little workshop room. It would just hold the five of us very nicely. I think that would be good.
I like the acid room. That was a nice room.
I'm going to head for the nice workshop room with catapult.
We could go down those long tubes where the machines went. That seems safe.
I'm still walking to the room with the workshop, and
you're probably not going to short rest in here though, because you like to fidget with things.
I mean it's relaxing for me, and therefore it is restful. I'm not making anything of value. If I was making something of value, then this great voice from above would say you're not actually short resting, and I wouldn't get any hit dice back if I knew.
There's no spiders in this section, right?
Okay, yeah, you're seeing small spiders all over, and they form into swarms, and they've communicated with you off and on. So you are seeing spiders pretty consistently.
But they're not like webbing anything up in
But
here.
like if
No,
we
not at this point.
All right,
we
Idris is
fidget
going to
with
go
these-
sleep in the Black Rock room where he knows at least they built webs. So I'm like, let's go back to where we were before. At least we got the spiders to cover.
Yeah, that actually seems way more beneficial. Plus, there's like nothing for me to fidget with in that room. Like, see, if I take this tool and I like bend, like I don't even think it's supposed to bend this way. When you fidget with it like this, I feel like it might cause some permanent damage to it or something.
Please, Penny, put down, put it down. No,
Why don't you come get it from me in this other room over here where the spiders can cover with doors and stuff? I can't be trusted with these things, with these tools. I'm all thumbs here.
why have you been hanging out with Idris? Why are you not picking up more good habits from me? I mean, this is unacceptable.
The house
you know
always
better.
wins.
I mean, I rarely agree with Idris on many subjects, but this is a defensible location that we've already slept in once. Oh, here's your thingy-bobber tool thing back. I don't even know what this does.
It's a screwdriver, and when it's not bent at a 60-degree angle like you've made it, it actually works to turn in screws manually.
Oh, but now look, like now you can use it to like screw things around corners.
That's not how that works.
Except it's probably only spin around in a circle now. I don't know if that is how you're supposed to screw things.
No, this is now what we call scrap metal because you've ruined it. You do not arcane science this way.
While they're having their petty squabble over bending and not bending, I'm going to start a fire in here, a small fire.
Okay.
And I am going to.
You actually have found some coal, so.
What?
You found some coal here, so you could start a fire, no problem at all. You've got.
Oh,
you
yeah.
found braziers. You found all sorts of stuff. So go ahead.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna torch a oil of slipperiness.
Oh, is a sacrifice to Hirsch?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn the freedom of movement and raise it on up. I offer up this gift in the 100 to 500 gold piece range, Hirsch.
Noted.
I'm recommending we no longer give Idris things of monetary value.
You notice he's etching for Saker on his armor.
Can if I'm taking a short rest, can I get hit dice back and do an attunement, or only one or the other?
You can do an attunement. You can do an attunement and get hit dice back. That's fine. Basically, You're just sleeping with it under your pillow is how I think of it. All right.
I'm grasping it tightly to keep it away from Penny.
If I try and attune to it as well, how does that work?
No.
That's 24 hours of cuddling.
Catapult will get involved if this is mine. Penny, you have so many. No, I gave you a bow. No.
It's just another screwdriver thing.
This is not just another screwdriver. This is an all-purpose tool. This works for everything. It makes my glue gun better. It makes my string shooter better. It makes everything better.
So it's a nice screwdriver.
We are resting, right?
Short rest. There you go.
I'm now attuned to my all-purpose tool, and I would have stabbed Penny with it if I had to for a blood sacrifice.
So, I think Penny was more concerned with having you think that she was going to take it than actually taking it. So
I'm sure.
Yeah, if I took something of yours, I would do it respectfully in your sleep when you had no idea what happened.
Yeah, I thought the answer was if I was going to take something of yours, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, you guys rest for an hour, right? This is not a long rest. This is just a short rest, correct?
Yeah, it's just a short rest.
Yeah, minimum short rest.
All right. So, we are about 10 minutes before our normal stopping point. So, I think what we'll do is we will suspend action for this session. But nice work today. Really, you guys are getting very effective fighting well together. There was some challenging stuff there, and you guys worked through it. I think there were a couple rounds that could have gone really, really bad for you, but you guys managed to edge it out. And any time that I can actually do hit points to Penny, it's a day of signal merit for me. So that's always interesting. That being said, let's walk through really quickly what everybody's thoughts about this session were. How they think what their character learned from it, and what you're looking forward to in the next session. And Jen, you're at the top, so we'll start with Jennabink.
I'm looking forward to hopefully finding more stuff to research, because just killing stuff. I mean, while it's it makes me happy that I'm capable, and Jennabink likes to feel capable. It also isn't arcane science, so no white papers can be written from me smashing in the heads of ghasts.
So, hypothesize for me. What does Jennabink think is going on here with this facility and this space? I mean, what's Jennabink's current theory on what she sees?
Most likely it was, while she's not quite sure of the architect, although there is that one statue, so probably that elven figure was associated with workshop. This was their attempt to almost reconstruct their humanity, and as their humanity, slowly diminished over the years, the constructs got more and more deranged. So Jennabink, because Jennabink is pure and smart and capable and smart, she's going to be able to still make constructs that make sense and are much better. So that's where we're at.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I see. So, Penny, what did Penny learn today? What do you think's going on here? Let's just walk through what your reaction to what you experienced is.
Well, Penny's learned that apparently Jennabink is very protective of her screwdrivers. And 2, that rat folk noses are kind of bullshit. And she's very unhappy with that. Yeah, I think we performed tactically well today. Penny would be happy with it. It got a little dicey at one point, but we didn't really get to explore a lot. We just kind of got into one room and got swarmed by about a million things. So Penny was looking forward to securing more of the southwestern corner, but she didn't really get to do that. So she's hoping to be able to do that with the group at some point in time.
Absolutely. So, all right, Idris. PJ, what's going on with Idris today?
Idris was pleasantly happy with the amount of exploration he did in other creatures' guts today. Yeah.
So,
and it's the little things that you can enjoy. And in his mind, he was counting up how many rats they killed, because he was like, yeah, he knows.
So when you got grappled early on, and I had so many ghouls and gas right there, I really thought I was going to bury you to the ground and they were going to tear you up. But
no, you know why? That's what would happen if you don't believe in your deity. You believe in them, they believe in you. I'm just a walking clinic on religion and zealotry, I believe is the right word, right?
So Idris.
Fanaticism.
Idris, chosen of Hirsch, fanatic of risk. I totally get it.
Yeah, he's a backdoor forsaker from 3035. So, yeah, no, he's really getting into it. He's like, okay, yeah, well, and it's really, I think they need to worry because it's feeding into his psychosis. That what is he, 132 and 0 now?
Something like that, sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a good round number.
So, well, the thing to remember too, right, is Idris met Hirsch, right?
He did.
Yeah, Idris met Hirsch. You've had face-to-face contact with your god. And, granted it was in that extra-dimensional space when you were captured by the Egg of Koot. But yeah, you've had a profoundly transformative religious experience. And I think you're role-playing that rather well. It's commendable. I really appreciate it. So
yeah, I just want to know how lightly Delbert is sleeping regarding that foci later on out of the thing. So I'll be getting around.
Mr. Galen. Jimmy, let's talk about what Delbert went through today and where you are kind of with the game.
Well, the levitate was less effective than I think Delbert would have liked, but his takeaway from that is lead with Fireball.
It was a excellent use of that levitate spell. Even though it didn't take out the rank and file, you weren't dealing with the rat ogre who could do squish me in one shot kind of hit points. So that was actually an excellent deployment of that spell, to be fair. And you probably couldn't have dropped him with a fireball and he just would have waded through. So I actually think that was a rock solid tactical choice. Might not have felt it, but, and of course, rat folk are nimble and they climb in and out of that thing all the time and they're prepared to. So they just immediately had a procedure that they dropped out. And you might have gotten the feeling that the rat folk are pretty serious opponents when it comes to being able to coordinate and work well. So, anything else, man? I'm sorry.
No, I'm good.
So, really interesting, I think, to see how things are developing. I really appreciate the feedback you guys have had. And, you're starting to get a feeling, I think, really for what's going on in this complex. You have, on this level, there's definitely running nonstop combat going on, and that's been interesting. I do want to thank everybody for watching the stream today. We've had a lot of people in. I see some new people here. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy what you're doing. Everybody here, with the exception of Jimmy, has got to work with Dave Arneson, got to write adventures for him in the MMORPG. I got to run the MMORPG for him, and what we're doing very much is homage to Dave. In this particular scenario, this campaign comes from conversations I had with him at a Gen Con before he passed away. We were all staying in a room together, and I said, "Hey, Dave, so what about the Dungeons of Castle Blackmoor?" And then we had a conversation at dinner the next night, and he bonked the manifestation, the ideas you see here with Holy Water, and told me, "You should do this." And so we're doing it now. And Jimmy has become a Blackmoor fan and is doing an outstanding job running a Kabbalist and, sort of sitting in with us. I do want to say, like I always say to everyone at the end of every stream, Uther once and always, because Uther was appointed and voted on by the nobles, and that process happened once, and he has been renewed every time. So Uther once and always. And the last thing we will do today is we're going to do a raid. Jimmy, you see somebody who we should go rally to?
We're going to go raid Z Southern. They're getting ready to play some RPGs, and they just came on, so we're going to see what they're up to.
Let's go support our fellow streamers and our fellow gamers. So thanks, everyone. See you next week, same time, 3 to 6. And Jimmy, you're going to have a game tomorrow, same time between 3 and 6. We'll be doing a Star Wars one-shot, correct?
A one-shot. I'm not sure if it's going to be Star Wars.
Cool. Excellent.
All right.
Uther once and always, let's raid.
All right.
Do you realize how many rooms are still on the southeast side of this complex? This is insane. If Tad was even slightly OCD with the south side as he was the north side, we've got at least another 50 doors.
That's thousands of experience. Tad, I got you on inspiration, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I'm going to make you lose inspiration for metagaming my Gloomstalker ability.
Well, hey, not everybody you're fighting with is a total dickhead.
We got one of these in our team.
Well, here's the thing. When she's watching you, right? And she sees you go from smelling you and being visible as you're at the edge of the light to completely disappearing as you moved off into her dark vision. So she's like, oh, fuck that. Light spell. So she kind of knew what was going on there.
Well, I was never in light when she.
Oh, you weren't? Then you can give me crap. You can go right ahead. You can dock me inspiration.
Oh, I will.
So, yeah, no problem at all. So, I'm so sorry you took a D6 plus 4, Matt. I know that's traumatic for you.
Oh, how much did you get at the end of the combat?
So,
Me?
Yeah, just like 6 points.
Yeah, I think it's 6. Yeah. 6 more than I should have had.
oh, my goodness. I'm happy with it.
I know you are.
I was a little worried after that mummy hit.